And he likes butt now. He don't like no more. He likes butt. And I've honestly always thought that Blueface swung for the other team simply because of his hatred for women. I just always felt like Blueface, when given the opportunity, he was gonna take some ass. They're more loyal. Men are more loyal to him.
Most people think they've already seen the wildest sides of Blueface, but the real story that's been bubbling online is way stranger than anything he's ever rapped about. Because behind the chaos, behind the headlines, and behind the constant drama, there's a trail of rumors and accusations that paint a completely different picture of who he might be, and how prison may have changed everything. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop a comment if you love this kind of content. Oh, all right, let's dive in. Blueface wasn't supposed to blow up the way he did. When Thotiana hit, he became this loud, unpredictable figure that people couldn't look away from. The offbeat flow, the messy relationships, the nonstop drama, he built an entire career off shock value. And that's exactly why fans started to believe there was more happening behind the scenes. Way more. Because even in those early interviews, he had this pattern of dodging deeper questions, laughing them off, or turning things into a joke. But jokes only go so far, especially when the internet starts connecting dots on its own. And trust, the dots get crazier from here. But what really pushed his life into a different direction was what happened next.
I was with a little person before.
Who?
No, not like that.
Who?
Not like that.
Was it a girl or a guy?
What? What kind of question was that? Stop playing with me, bro.
So it was a girl?
Once Blueface landed behind bars, fans thought this would be a quiet chapter. Instead, it only got messier. The moment he went in, rumors started popping up on social media about what he was doing inside, who he was talking to, and the kind of relationships he allegedly formed. Nothing was confirmed, but the whispers got louder fast. People online claimed he had gotten a little too comfortable in there, and by the time he got out, he wasn't exactly trying to calm the suspicions either. But that wasn't the only thing people noticed. His attitude when he came home had completely shifted, almost like he was trying to prove something. And that's where things start getting uncomfortable. When Blueface finally stepped out of prison, everyone expected gratitude, excitement, maybe a fresh start. Instead, he jumped straight onto live streams, saying things that had fans raising an eyebrow. One of the biggest moments happened during a call with crazier, where he randomly started talking about using her back door and asking her if she had lubricants ready. Like, that was his first plan after getting free. And the timing had people wondering, why was that the first thing on his mind? Why was that the first way he wanted to be intimate? Nobody jumped to conclusions yet. But trust me, this wasn't the only time Blueface made people question what was really going on. And once people went back through his old clips, that's when the real chaos started.
I listen to you.
You got the lubricants?
Who the fuck is lubricant, baby? You know this motherfucker Wi-Fi.
What if I want to go in the buttocks?
Yeah.
Hey, you with it, huh?
Is it kind of weird that the first day out of prison, Blueface is suggesting some type of butt action to his woman? Or do you guys think that this is just normal behavior for them and that is what he was doing before he went to prison?
Christian Rock has said a lot of wild things over the years, but some fans now say they should have listened to her earlier comments. She once claimed she saw some zesty videos in his phone. Another time, during one of their heated arguments, she casually asked him if the little person he slept with was a man or a woman. The internet froze at that one, because why would she even ask that unless she already suspected something? People brushed it off back then, thinking she was just being petty. But now, after all the recent behavior, fans are digging those moments back up like lost evidence. And what came next only made the internet go crazier. Everything exploded when a well-known drag performer named Cole Kerrigan posted screenshots and videos claiming Blueface had allegedly slid into his DMs after seeing him dressed in drag. The internet lost it for an entire week. Cole even posted a clip of himself with a man who had tattoos similar to Blueface's. Blueface denied everything, of course. He called it entertainment, said people were lying for likes. But fans weren't convinced, mainly because if he was innocent, why not sue? Why not shut it down legally? People online started saying that maybe he didn't want things going to court because more receipts would pop out. Total speculation, but it spread like wildfire. And then, Blueface himself added fuel to the fire again.
Also, speaking of Blueface, all this chit chat got me thinking about that time I posted these pics on Instagram a couple months ago. Check the material. Very much she a baddie, she knows she a 10, she a baddie with her baddie friends. Why did this happen after? I wasn't gonna go there, but babe, I'm bored.
Out of everything, the clip that made fans the most uncomfortable wasn't about Blueface at all. It was about his kid. A video resurfaced showing him repeatedly asking his young son if he was gay, over and over again. The boy clearly didn't understand what was even happening, and Blueface kept pushing the question like he was trying to confirm something. People started calling it projection. Others said it was insecurity. Some said it was strange behavior coming from someone who denies every rumor about his own preferences. But the most uncomfortable part? He even brought dancers around the kid, trying to prove something nobody was asking about in the first place. It was like he needed validation from a 6-year-old. And if that wasn't enough, more clips started coming out from before he ever went to prison. Fans dug up footage from a Bad Boys audition where Blueface kept asking the contestants if they were gay. Not about their talent, not about why they wanted to join, just their sexuality. It looked less like an audition and more like he was scouting. Again, these are just interpretations, but the vibe was off. People started putting together a pattern. Strange questions, questionable live stream comments, rumors from inside prison, Christian's old accusations, Cole's claims, his behavior with his kid individually. They're just moments, but together, they made fans feel like Blueface was living a double life and cracking under the pressure of hiding it. At the end of the day, nobody knows what Blueface does behind closed doors. None of the rumors have ever been proven. But the internet isn't buzzing about this for no reason. People see patterns. People notice behavior shifts. And Blueface isn't exactly trying to hide the chaos anymore. So the real question is this: is Blueface dealing with his own identity in silence? Or is the internet just creating another storyline around him? Either way, the situation shows just how complicated his life has become. Because the loudest part of Blueface might not be his music, his drama, or even his jail time. It might be the secrets people think he's still trying to outrun. What do you think? Is he being misjudged? Or is there something he's not telling the world? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, of course, and subscribe, because I've got another messy deep dive coming your way soon. This is Spotlight Rush, where the light always finds the truth. Stay tuned and stay sharp.